everyone, I'm Sorcerio, and today I'm going to be counting out the top 10 best LEGO Star Wars sets of all time. So how I decided this list was I had strict categories, so this won't be my favorite sets, but these still are my opinions. On that note, you'll probably have a very different opinion from mine because there are so many great LEGO Star Wars sets out there, and just so many in general. So tell me in the comments below what sets would be on your list. And also the rules of this will be no UCS sets, since they would probably be dominating in most of these sets since there are so many great UCS sets. Another thing is no polybags, no battle packs, and no microfighters, since they're so tiny that they can't fit in enough details, and a lot of details, so they wouldn't really be good enough for this list anyway. But yeah, also these will not be based off of price, since the set and price are very different, and it wasn't the designer who decided the price. And I know a ton of ranking YouTubers who base stuff off their price, which just isn't right. So yeah, let's just dive right in. So you might be wondering, why is this on the list other than other AT-ATs, since they all have very similar builds? And that's because this one's motorized, okay? This is like, it can walk by itself. And if that isn't cool enough for you, then we got a lot of other good things about this set that the other sets don't have. So starting off, we have a good list of minifigures. I don't really like the throne build. I don't think it should have been there, but it is just a cool set that a lot of people, I hope you had a chance to get on, because like the technology at this time for LEGO at least was not good enough to make it walk like it is these days, but it was so cool the fact it could walk. I believe it couldn't walk very well, as though I've seen a couple videos of it, but yeah, it's still a great set, and I think it's very deserving of the 10th spot. And this set is really cool for mostly the minifigures, but the build is cool too. So starting off, we got the new Jabba's minifigure, which would later be used in the sail barge. It's worth a whopping $35 these days, and I'm really happy I own it. I got it for free at a garage sale. And then it has a ton of other LEGO minifigures that are exclusive, and that's really cool. The fact that you can add this set onto the Rancor pit makes it so much of a better set. I have some friends who have it, and they talk about how cool it is a lot. And yeah, so I think the only problem with this set is the throw-on build. That small tower isn't really needed, but I do find this a very underrated LEGO Star Wars set, and I think it really should get a little more love in the LEGO community. And 15. So they made a lot of Sith infiltrators over the years, and people might be wondering, like, why do I add these sets? But I don't really care if they were remade a lot, unless the sets are exactly the same. But generally, I think this is better than the other ones, especially the 2007 one, which is it's a close rival. But the reason I think this is above and beyond is because, one, it has room for the probe droids, and two, it has room for the speeder inside of the set, and it has a handle. It's a lot bigger, and I think this set should be big because of how cool it is. And then I got a nice exclusive Qui-Gon with that cool cloak piece and an Anakin Skywalker minifigure. And of course, the Darth Maul minifigure in this just wasn't that great, but luckily it doesn't detract from the rest of the set, because I think it's very deserving of some of the stuff it has in it. And this set is pretty big, and I know I just said the price wouldn't matter, but it does have a really good price tag. Like, it's not overpriced at all. And personally, this probably is an unpopular opinion, but I think I really like this set. So yeah, I think it's very deserving of the 8th spot. I like this set so much, mainly because of the minifigures. It has a whopping 6 minifigures, with an exclusive Chancellor Palpatine. I believe the Anakin was exclusive. Kit Fistu, Agent Collar, and East Koth. And I don't think the Mace Windu was exclusive. But anyway, that's incredible. And some of the play features where you can throw Mace Windu out the window, which is completely accurate to the movie, unlike a lot of the other play features. And how detailed the set is, and how you can hide Chancellor Palpatine's lightsaber, aka Darth Sidious, throughout the set is really cool. And then we got the speeder, which Anakin flies over there, which is a cool add-on. I don't really think they needed the platform for it, but then again, it does add on a lot to it, and I'm happy they added it. It is kind of really cool set, and I love the play features, the design, the minifigures, and I bet back in the day the prices would have been really nice. But I think it's very deserving of the 7th spot. And this is the newest set on the list, as though a lot of the other sets are from these recent years have been okay. But there are some honorable mentions of newer sets. But anyway, onto this set. I had a very tough decision between choosing between the Krennic Shuttle and Imperial Shuttle Tidarium from 2015. But this one won the spot mainly because of its shaping and the exclusive director Krennic, which is one of my favorite Star Wars villains. He's basically General Hux done right. We get some cool Death Troopers, which I prefer, and I find these guys really cool, and I'm kind of sad we got some Death Troopers in a battle pack because it kind of made the set rated a little lower. And with the wings down, this set looks so cool. Like, I really want to get it, as though it's still out. And yeah, it has some great minifigures, a really cool set. The interior is really lacking and doesn't look the best, but you can look through the windshield portion on the front and see some of the minifigures in the cockpit. And this set, I believe, does not have any stickers. And now, to compare it to the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium, the reason that set didn't get it was it had a weird, odd mixture between flat surfaces and studded surfaces. You can really see it on the cockpit, which is a real upgrade from the cockpits from before that. But I think based off how much smaller it was compared to like the UCS version, it really detracted from the set because they couldn't add some essential details and couldn't like build it right. But I do like how they added a lot of colored pieces in it. But I should really stop talking about the set because I might talk about it a little bit in the honorable mentions. But I really think this is a great set for the 6th spot, the Krennic Shuttle. It's going to be the Mos Eisley Cantina from 2014. And the reason I like this set so much, and more than 2018 version, is just it's the full thing. You can put the whole thing together, and it does have some awesome Biff band members, which was about time. I wish we got the Whirr, and that's the bartender we see in episode 4, that cranky guy. I wish we got one, but luckily we get one 2018 one, which I do not like. Well, I like it because it is a good upgrade from the one from 2002, which it was based off of. But I think if I want a Mos Eisley set, I want the full thing. But for the 2014 version, it can compact and turn into a building in itself. It's a cool display piece, open and closed. In some of the side builds are cool, but I don't think they were really needed in this set, especially Luke's land speeder. Just was not needed at all. We get this finally a new Luke Skywalker minifigure, which they use to this day. He's just a huge upgrade, and I'm happy they replaced the old Ben too. That was a huge upgrade too. And I just really like this set, and it came really close to 4th, but I think the one 4th is just a tad bit better. So that's why this is in 5th place. Of these, and we even got the UCS one, which I do think would be a great set if, one, they didn't really use magnets, and 2, it fit a little better. But not talking about the UCS one, we get back to this set. So this is the last appearance of the classic Darth Vader that we liked, and that's a little disappointing, but I'm happy they get in this set. And I had a tough decision between this one and the First Order Star Destroyer from 2018. But the general idea is the reason I like this one more is, one, it's more accurate to the movies, as though Snoke was not riding a regular Star Destroyer in The Last Jedi, and the minifigures in that set are a lot less desirable, and BB-9 ended up being Kylo Ren's TIE Silencer anyway. But yeah, so generally I think this set's better. It has the classic Star Destroyer look, and if you just can't get a UCS Star Destroyer, I really think this is good enough for you, and it will look great in your collection and on display by itself. So it is a great set. So I think it's deserving of the 4th spot. But in the 3rd spot, we have the MTT from 2007. So the reason I have this one here and not the other ones is the one from 2014 was such a huge downgrade. It was so much smaller. It did look better, but it was smaller and included so much less battle droids and stuff that it was horrible. And they didn't need the extra throw in Jedi. Like the one from 2007 is strictly battle droids and people who actually would work in the ship. And that's why I like it so much. They also have a lot of battle droids, which is cool. And this set is just so much better. It's huge, like really big. And I like all the different details and areas you can open up. So that's really cool. And I really like how you can do all these things. And yeah, I just really like this set. And it looks good. I'm happy. I think the newer one looks better. Just isn't as big. But I do like some of the exclusive minifigures you can get in here, and the droidekas in here are great, like so much better than the ones we got in one of the most hated LEGO Star Wars sets of all time, the droidekas versus Clone Battle Pack, which was just not good at all. And I don't want to start a rant about that, but yeah, there's just so many great things about this set that I just can't stop talking about it. Like, I've always wanted to get this set from when I was little, when I first saw it, and yeah, so, well, and also looking at her books, because I don't think I was alive when this came out. But anyway, so, that's why I think it's very deserving of the 3rd spot. To be in 2nd, because they're both really good sets, and they're constantly being mistaken for being UCS. Like, I hear people say they're UCS all the time, and it bugs me so much. But generally, I had to choose for 2nd spot the dropship with ATOT. So tell me in the poll above which ones you would choose. Would it be a dropship or with ATOT, or actually, wait, no. I'm going to skip that for later because I don't want to spoil which one was in first. But, yeah, so anyway, the reason I like this set so much is both the builds look incredible. Like, I really wish we could get a new remake of this set with newer minifigures. And we get a ton of clones in the set, too, which is really cool. Like, I don't know where to begin. I think it would have been cooler if they released this as 2 separate sets. Or made different things that the dropship could pick up, because it can pick up different things like AT-ATs, AT-APs, and AT-RTs and stuff, as we see in the Clone Wars show. But this is such a cool set, and it comes with so many cool clones, and I really like this set. Like, it really deserves to be UCS, how great it is. Like, huge. The designers did a great job with this set. But yeah. Starting off with the Jedi Walker Battle Pack. So you might be wondering, hey, you said no battle packs, and that's the exact reason it's not here. I would have put this here only because the minifigures are so good, like, incredible. And the set itself isn't horrible. Like, it's pretty good for a battle pack build. But the reason I didn't put this in was I didn't think battle packs fit in this list, so that's why they're not here. And yeah, so it's kind of disappointing, but it makes sense why it wasn't here. And of course, as I said earlier, the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium. I won't really explain much of that because I already explained it. It was just the Krennic Shuttle, in my opinion, is better, but you tell me in the comments below which one you prefer. Another set we had was the Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter, which is really cool. I own it, and I love it. So tap a card up above for if you like it, the set, and there'll also be a card to the video there too. But it's just such an incredible set. Also, this is the other set where it's BB9, so that's another reason why the Star Destroyer wasn't on the list. But yeah, so another thing of course would be the First Order Star Destroyer, because yeah, of course, I explained already why that too. But anyway, also before I review my first pick, if you want other LEGO videos like this, make sure you tap that like button, and if we can get 10 likes on this video, I promise I'll make another video like this. So also I'll have a card up above suggesting, do you want a Marvel? Do you want Marvel sets, lists of top 10 best Lego Marvel sets? Or do you want to have something like the top 10 worst Lego Star Wars sets? No, I get it. The top 10 best UCS sets. So that'll be the Marvel sets, top 10 best Marvel sets, and top 10 best Lego UCS sets. But anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna unveil the first spot. With ATOT, so tell me in the comments below which one you prefer. And this had so many important Lego minifigures from the movies. It is just such a cool build. It's got some cool Imperial figures with speeder bikes, and it just has so many awesome scenes from the movie, some awesome play features, and this is just basically like a huge tree forest. When I first saw Return of the Jedi when I was little, it was always my favorite movie, and I would always love to be able to live in that Ewok village with its tree house, and I tried to build it in Minecraft actually. But it's just such a cool set, and I really wish I could get it, but sadly it's from 2013 and its time is over. But it's always mistaken for UCS with how big it is and how cool it is. It is a very expensive set, especially if you want to buy it nowadays. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this list. If you enjoyed, subscribe and hit the notification button. If you aren't already, comment down below what you think and your list. And try to get this video to 10 likes so you can see more of this. And subscribe and hit the notification button if you want to see any of my other daily uploads. And yeah, so remember, subscribe to Storage Lego for Egos. And yeah, it's cringy, okay? Just don't get on my case. It's cringy. I know, and I figured that out. Also, tell me in the comments below what you think of my new end screen. But yeah, that's all for this video. Peace out and goodbye.